All right, guys, welcome back to another great episode of Sports Hype happening in the making right now. So we're going to be talking about how we got a running back heavy free agency happening. Is this because we had all that conversation in the last season, right? With how running backs are pretty much expendable. We really don't need to pay y'all. What's going to happen here with Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and Pollard? We're going to be talking about T. Higgins. He's franchise tagged, so what's going to happen with him? And then obviously, what's going to happen with the Bengals. Andy Reid becomes the highest paid coach in the league. Well deserved, in my opinion. We're going to be talking about that. Oh, my goodness. Is this for real right now? Xavier Howard, released by the Dolphins. Is this the right move for the Dolphins fan down there? Or is this a bad move, and does this hurt them exponentially moving forward? We'll find that out soon. And then, my goodness, after LeBron's performance last night, this is a well-deserved 3-year, 9-figure deal he's about to get. Should the Lakers oblige? I'm going to answer right now. Yes, they should, because he put up 34 points last night. He went 5 for 5. 3-point, percentage, 5 for 5, 100% in the fourth quarter. Craziness happening in LA right now. That was showtime last night. Then obviously, a little something in the Bay Area. CP3 returns. What does this mean? Can they, move forward in the playoffs? Are they contenders now? Who knows? All right now happening in this episode.
Yes, sir. So we'll start with the NFL. We're going to go with the free agent class, running back heavy free agent class, as Gio stated in the introduction. Tony Pollard, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, among others. Josh Jacobs potentially, if the Raiders don't figure out what to do or figure out a contract that works for both sides. So what's your guys' thoughts on this free agent class and what it means for NFL running backs moving forward?
I think we gotta sit and wait to see what happens.
I mean, the only thing that I've seen regarding this class is that Saquon is targeting the Texans as his primary destination, which made me surprised.
The thing is, I don't think any of those big name running backs are gonna get an early day offer.
Oh, really?
Like, if they do, then the running back position might start getting paid again.
True.
But I don't see them at least signing first day.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see a meeting with a lot of teams. Obviously, they're going to have a lot of intrigue, but I could see the same thing happening, especially given how the running back contracts have gone in the NFL in the past.
I think this free agency will dictate how a lot of people get paid.
I agree, for sure. Which will make or break the contract of rookie running backs coming into the league too. What do you think, Gio?
Oh yeah, I mean, this offseason is extremely important, especially for the running back position and if they're going to get paid or not. Just because we saw how they performed last year, but then there was all that talk in the preseason before that, sharing how expendable, running backs are, and the two sides of the conversation where running backs believe they should be paid, that they're the most important position in the game. And then also you have the front office saying pretty much, well, you're expendable. We can just get another one of you guys. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I do believe this is extremely important for the future of the running back position and how they're going to be treated and paid.
Yeah, I agree for sure. It's going to be very interesting to see how this free agent class plays out for sure.
It's crazy how many like big name running backs are in free agency this year too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Derrick Henry's obviously gone from Tennessee. Saquon's looking like gone from Giants. The only one that could stay, I think, is Josh Jacobs, because I think the Cowboys are going to move on from Tony Pollard, in my opinion.
Crazy.
We got to extend 11, 88, and potentially 4. We can't add another contract to that.
I mean, valid. Later, I'll be discussing something that also relates to that. So,
If it's about Dak Prescott's contract, I will also agree, but we'll see what it is. But speaking of contracts, T. Higgins was franchise tagged by the Bengals, I believe, for the second straight season. Weren't able to get a deal done. Was this the right move by them, or should they have extended him given how high the wide receiver market is continuing to grow?
I think it's a good move, honestly. He already knows their system. He knows how the offense runs. He already's got that chemistry with Joe Burrow. So I think it's a good move, but this season they have to extend him.
Yeah, like they had to keep him. They couldn't let him go because, as you said, he's a key part to that offense when they're healthy. But they can't wait much longer, or else he's just going to keep demanding more money, and that will turn into them not being able to give him that money.
He might get traded too. Like, if they're not gonna sign him long term, trade him.
Yeah, get something for him. Don't just let him walk.
For real.
What do you think, Gio?
I mean, yeah, this is a great move. One, I don't think Higgins' production really, is expected to what he wants, right? And for what he believes he deserves. And obviously, I think he does deserve all what he's about to get, in the bag that he's about to get. But at the same time, his production level has not been the same. I want to say last year to 2 years, possibly ever since they went to the Super Bowl. But I also do believe, look at what's happening in the talent market for the wide receiver position. Puka, perfect example. I mean, rookie coming out of, Boise State, right? Was Boise State right?
I'm not sure where he came out of, bro. All I know is that he was a dog in the NFL.
I thought it was like Nevada, Utah, Boise, something like that, right?
It was a small school. It was a smaller school.
Where he was able to prove himself, and we just have the talent coming into the combine. I mean, it's ridiculous what we got coming into the combine nowadays with the wide receiver position, with, I would say, that position and then the running back position as well. I really think you can just pick anyone out of the draft, and then they can be a star as long as you have a great quarterback like a Matt Stafford, like a Joe Burrow. I think you can really just make a difference off the cuff and being just make an impact on the game. So I do believe this is the right move until he shows you what he's capable of doing.
I mean, he has shown you what he's capable of doing. I think they're just holding off on it because he hasn't produced the type of money that he's asking for, 1, and 2,
Right.
He has a very broad injury history.
That's why I'm saying he's got to show you what he can do, is because it has to be at a consistent level, right? That means health. And then also for the money that he's asking for, he has to prove it. Yeah, you've shown what you can do for the most part, but show me what you can do for that kind of money, right? And then we'll give you the bag.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Nakua also went to University of Washington. But I saw you shaking your head over there, Saya. What were you thinking about?
I think Mahomes also kind of caused that problem.
With receivers?
Yeah, because Rashee Rice was like their top dog, and he just got drafted.
Like, what do you mean? Like, how do you cause the problem?
Caused the problem.
Just because he makes the receivers that he gets that much better?
No.
And my bad.
You're good.
The university for Puka was BYU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone like Tua Tagovailoa makes his receivers better.
Nope.
Someone like Mahomes, his receivers make him look better. Rashee Rice.
How many rings did Tyreek win on Miami so far?
He's about to win 7 more.
How many rings did he win in KC though?
KC's not about to win another one.
Mahomes makes his receivers better. Tua does not. Plain and simple.
I don't know. Have you seen Tyreek's stats?
Yeah. Okay. He had similar stats on KC though.
I don't know.
And Tua force feeds him to the point where it's read by the defense and gets picked.
Allegedly, he does.
So
He
is that
does.
why Waddle's receptions went down this year? That's why his production went down this year?
The past 2 years, yes, because he force feeds Tyreek.
Waddle's been playing 2 years. That's all.
But they were
Huh?
top 5. They were 2 top 5 receivers last year.
Yeah, this year he force fed Tyreek a lot more than he did last year, I'll say.
They were watching Waddle. They know Waddle's the top 5 receiver in the league. They have him double team, triple team, quadruple team someplace.
But if you want to talk about how your Dolphins are doing, we got to understand what's going on with that front office, because like you've mentioned in the past, your best defensive player, your buddy, Xavier Howard, has left you guys.
Dolphins fan, you can start, my boy.
He is and always will be a Miami Dolphins legend. Always will be. Personally, my favorite player from that team last year. What it comes down to is Tua's going to need to get paid. Waddle's going to need to get paid. Jalen Phillips, Zach Sealer, Jerome Baker. Like, all these guys got to get paid, and Miami's already so far over the salary cap. Xavier was just the biggest contract with the biggest age, with the least production.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I know it's surprising to some because he is arguably their best cornerback and one of the best in the league. But if you look at it, they got to pay those players, as you said. They got a ton of talent on offense that will need to be paid eventually. I'm sure Tyreek will ask for an extension when that time comes, and they're going to have to give him the bag. Like, the list goes on. He was the most expendable on the team, and unfortunately, they had to make a tough choice.
It hurts. It hurts really bad for me.
I'm sure it does, because I know how much you loved him.
I'm cheering on him, cheering for him wherever he goes.
Hey, he also said Texans is a destination to watch, so Texans might be looking nice next year.
If he does go there, I hope that we catch them in the AFC Championship.
That'd be fire. Gio, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, that's a terrible move, right? It's just like, Minka. I mean, if
Whoa.
Minka Fitzpatrick was still a Dolphin, would you guys have gone further? I believe so. Minka Fitzpatrick is now a Steeler. I expect the same thing with Xavier Howard. I mean, we just need to add our defensive depth. And what are we freeing up? $6.2 million, right, Jake?
Yeah, but I thought you want a top-tier quarterback. If you want a top-tier quarterback, you cannot get Xavier and a top-tier quarterback.
Why not?
Because I don't think you have enough cap space for that.
Plus, you cannot compare Xavier Howard and Minka together. Xavier Howard.
You saw an amazing player in Minka go ahead and leave you guys.
Minka
you guys got rid of him.
Xavier, we're parting ways with, both understanding the business aspect.
Yeah, but Minka's great. What are you talking about? Why would you get rid of a great player?
It's like all right at best. Xavier
Yeah,
Howard.
All right.
He's all right. Xavier Howard's one of the best in the league, like top 3, right behind Jalen and Green Bay. I'm blanking on his name right now.
I think
Jair.
Yeah. Jair. Yep.
Yeah.
That's Xavier, number 3.
Oh, Gio, you say it's a bad move, but who do the Dolphins have that's more expendable than Xavier Howard?
I mean, the way Nick said it was perfect, right? They said age, they said production-wise. I mean, that was the best player that you can get rid of, right? It's unfortunate. It is a business. Do you wish you could have still kept him? Of course, because that made your defense more complete. At the other end of it, it's like, okay. I mean, Mike McDaniels is a great coach. I'm sure they can find talent. You can find another young talent for cheaper, right? That can possibly do the same amount of production. It's going to be hard, though.
Yeah, I agree. But they also have Holland over there that could turn into a Xavier Howard.
Oh, no,
They
keep him
do.
at safety. I love him as a safety.
True, but if you guys can't find another corner, it's always an option.
The thing is, we need like an outside corner because I love Kader Kohu in the slot,
Yeah.
and anyone but Eli Apple would just make our
Yeah,
team
no,
so.
you guys cannot keep Eli, and he cannot take Xavier Howard's spot, and you like that just would make you guys so much worse.
It would be terrible.
Like I think he was the one guarding CD during that game, and CD absolutely cooked him.
He's just not good.
Like every time I watch Eli Apple play, he gets cooked by someone like at least once a game.
Yep, he's just not great. He's probably one of the worst I've ever seen play.
I'll give it to him though. He has insane confidence. His confidence is through the roof. He thinks he's the best, but I'm sorry, bro, you're not.
But
Well,
Any closing thoughts over there, Gio?
no, I was just about to change it.
All right, go ahead.
Moving to someone who has extreme confidence right now. Going back to back. Big Red, Andy Reid, is the highest paid coach in the NFL right now. Congratulations to him for getting a well-deserved bag.
It's not yet. It's a rumor.
It's a rumor? Why is this a
Yeah.
rumor?
They haven't paid him yet. They're saying that they're considering giving him the highest paid contract in the league.
Why is this a consideration? Should have. He just brought, yes, it was Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, but he just brought probably one of the worst offensive teams to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl on a crazy corn dog play. And then yes, that defense is good, but it wasn't good a couple years ago, and he made it into a good to a great to the one of the best defensive teams in the league.
I think credit for defense goes to Steve Spagnuolo.
Yeah, but also I think Andy Reid as well.
Yeah, that's fair. I think more goes to Steve, but yeah, given the offense and how poor their offense was this season, at least on paper, and the fact that he brought them to the Super Bowl and won it, I do agree he should become the highest paid coach in the league. It's not even a question. And it's just a matter of if, not, or of when, not if.
That's right.
I agree. Now the Big Bill's not in the league right now. Big Red deserves it.
Speaking of Big Bill, though, the 49ers did reach out to him about the defensive coordinator job. But what I heard is Bill Belichick is focused on a TV role. So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I heard he's really funny. You know, I want to be mad at that.
Honestly, I think I'd like him as a broadcaster just because to see that defensive mind like talk through a game, it would be pretty cool.
Anybody would be better than Romo too, honestly.
I mean, yeah, Romo fell off after the first year. He was great, but he just turned into something poor.
The amount of times in the Super Bowl I heard him go, "You should run the ball," or I would have checked it to a run. Like, you know, of course you would have told me, Romo, that's why you were terrible and didn't go anywhere.
What about in overtime? And he's like, "Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes, he's playing like it's the first quarter. There's no urgency. He's playing like it's the first quarter." I'm like, "Yo, you're in overtime right now. It's not the first quarter. He's playing with the season on the line right now."
Bro,
like
he would. Let's be honest. He was carried by Jim Nance on that last play too. Jim Nance literally just took over.
As he should.
100%. It would be cool to see both Tom Brady and Bill Belichick in a booth next year.
But the same booth. I want it to be the exact same booth. We have the Tom and Bill show. That's all
That
I
would be
want.
sick. That would be sick, but Tom's already on Fox, and they're not going to cut out Burkhart they're all going to cut out Olsen, but they're not going to cut out Burkhart, I don't think.
Oh, I
Why
don't think
not?
him and Tom are tight like that either, right?
I
I
don't
think
know
they're
how.
fine.
I don't know if their relationship changed after Tom left. I don't know.
I'm not sure if it's. Oh, it could be. I was gonna say it was Kraft that was causing the whole, debacle with Tom Brady and
I think it was
Bill.
both, to be honest. I think it was both Belichick and Kraft. Like, I think Brady was just sick of being controlled by both of them.
Right.
And I think he also wanted to show that he could win without Bill, which he did.
I don't know. He did join the stacked team to do it though.
I mean, it wasn't that stacked.
That team was not stacked, bro.
They had one of the best receiving rooms. They had one of the top defenses.
Because Tom Brady went there.
Yeah, they don't. You look at the receiving room this year, only top receiver, Mike Evans. That's it.
Chris Godwin had an all-time career year with Tom Brady that Super Bowl run.
Yeah, but he was dogging before that.
And then you also had
Not anymore though. When Tom's gone.
It's because they won't feed him the ball over there. He got Baker, that quarterback.
you have to give credit to Gronkowski for coming back, being retired, and then coming back to play another 2 seasons. I know the last one didn't really pan out the way they wanted, but that first season panned out perfectly. Antonio Brown, massive reason why they won the Super Bowl. What did he have? Two touchdowns in that Super Bowl win? He had
I
like
don't
two
remember
touchdowns.
the only thing about I remember about Antonio Brown's tenure is the way he left. Let's be
The way
honest.
he left, yes. But in that Super Bowl run, I do believe he had like 2 touchdowns.
I think he at least had one.
Shout out John Franklin in the third too.
I'm just saying, bro. Tom won without Bill Belichick, and Tom won without Bill Belichick, and Bill hasn't been doing so hot since Tom left. Just saying.
But
let's get a co-head coach with Mike McDaniel.
But remember when Tom left, you had an old Edelman. You had pretty much no quarterback position whatsoever. Even your backup left 2 years prior. Jimmy G left prior to that. You had no quarterback situation, no quarterback room. Your defense left you. You tried to rebuild your defense. That didn't really pan out because your offense sucked. It was a whole problem.
The defense did pan out. The problem is clear cut. It's Mac Jones.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying the defense didn't pan out because of the offense. You can have the best defense in the world like we've seen, but if you don't have an offense, they're just going to get gassed. They're going to get injured later in the season.
Yeah, Steelers are a good example of that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Go get Jameis Winston. All right, let him play in Pittsburgh.
Who?
What?
Jameis Winston.
You know who should play in Pittsburgh? Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins. Give me one of the trifecta. We're going to the Super Bowl. It's hands down.
Fields.
It's not even
Field
question.
Nah, I won't say Super Bowl yet. Not going that far yet. But you would do better with any of those 3 at quarterback. But I believe Fields will go to Atlanta if he leaves. That's the rumor. And I think it's true because I feel like that system fits in the best. Your best bet is Russ, in my opinion, because I think Kirk stays in Minnesota.
Well, let's see here, right? You go ahead. We have the team that we did win in the playoffs.
Correct,
right?
Yes.
Okay. Put Kirk Cousins in that position instead of Mason Rudolph.
Are you willing?
The Bills?
Yeah, but are you willing to pay? The question is, are you willing to pay Kirk a lot of money coming off a torn Achilles at his age?
If it's a healthy Kirk Cousins, this is a hypothetical. We don't even have Kirk Cousins yet. I'm just saying, healthy Kirk Cousins, we beat the Bills, right?
Correct, yes.
then we would have moved on. We wouldn't have played Kansas City because we would have been a lower seed, or what?
Right.
So we would have played Baltimore.
Yeah, I think you lose second round.
I think we beat Baltimore. We beat them twice without a quarterback pretty much in the regular season.
Yeah, but the last one, didn't they not play Lamar?
That's fine. The first one they played Lamar. The first one they played everybody. We still won 17-10.
Okay, Lamar would have played better, and I think he would have beat you personally.
We still won. We still went straight out. I'm just saying, look at the facts. Went straight out. We should beat them again. There we go. Now we play Kansas City, and that's the only game I would say we would lose because it's Kansas City. It's Patrick Mahomes. I can't bet against Patrick, even if it's my team. That's how it's going to go.
I don't know, bro. I think you guys are going to strike out on all three, if I'm going to be honest.
I would agree, too, because that's just our luck. And we have a terrible quarterback right now. But I do love Mason Rudolph and his development. I will say that.
Go
Yeah,
get James.
for sure.
Go get
Honestly, Jameis wouldn't be a bad option if you strike out on those three, though.
You gonna chuck that for?
Like, yeah, he won't get you to where you want to go, which I know you want to get. I know you want to get the 7th Super Bowl, but Jameis won't do that. But he'll be better. He'll be better than Kenny Pickett.
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because like he said, like Nick said, he's going to be chucking that ball to George Pickens, to Deontay Johnson. We're going to get so many touchdowns in the first 4 games, it's not even going to be funny. But will we win in the playoffs? I don't think so.
He also might break his 30 interception record, the way he'll be slinging that ball.
He might go 50 for 50 this time.
He might, but guess what? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers that season did not have that the Steelers have.
What?
A top 3 defense in the league. You throw that interception, we're getting that ball right back, and you throw a touchdown.
That's true.
But yeah.
We'll see what happens, man. What? Go ahead, Zaya. What do you say?
Jameis needs to start somewhere.
I agree. He is a starting caliber quarterback. I'm not sure why the Saints moved on from him. As I've said, Derek Carr is not good, and that showed this year. And I think they need to go back to Jameis Winston, but I don't believe they will.
Yeah, I mean, you go ahead and you look at where Jameis Winston is in his career right now. He's pretty much in the same boat as Baker Mayfield was last year. Yeah. Go to a perfect scenario. Where that is, I'm not sure. Is it Carolina possibly? Could they move on? Not really move on, but could they set him up to be the starter next year? Could New York be the destination where he's a starter for the Giants? Not sure.
Yeah, I don't believe Carolina. Any quarterback will succeed in Carolina with that O-line because that's just a terrible O-line. Right. It doesn't matter. If you don't have time to get the ball off, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're not going to be good there. And then I just feel like the Giants are going to stick with Daniel Jones, personally.
Yeah. I'd give me some Tommy DeVito all day. Give me some Tommy Cullets. That's all I'm asking for.
It's not going to happen, unfortunately, unless Daniel Jones gets hurt again.
Could happen.
It could happen.
It could. It really could. And plus, there's not going to be – it's looking like no Saquon. I don't think he'll go back. And their offense will look a lot worse without Saquon.
For sure.
They got no weapons. They got maybe Darren Waller as their best option. That's not going to cut it.
Game-changing running back, leave it.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't understand why they aren't paying him, but go ahead, Giants. You do you.
What's the one of mine?
Dallas.
But yeah.
See what happens, man. Anything you got to say to you? You look like you're thinking over there.
I'm ready. I'm ready for my guy in number 3.
All right. Go ahead. Transition.
All right. So He's been out for a long time. CP3 could have been traded to the Miami Heat if D Wade wasn't going to wear number 3 anymore. We had that whole conversation before. But CP3 is in the Bay Area where Klay Thompson is coming off the bench, having a little bit of success there. Steph Curry, is he in a shooting drought right now? I mean, he can't shoot for nothing right now. You look at CP3's return. How does this affect the Warriors moving forward?
I believe it helps him, obviously. And in his first game back, he, I believe, had 4 steals, did the little things to help his team win. You know, he had 9 points, a lot of assists. As you know, he's the point guard for a reason. He controls the tempo, controls the pace, and he's going to make it a lot easier for Steph Curry. Steph will be able to play more off ball, which he is best at, as we all know. And it's going to be a lot easier for Steph to score. And I think his shooting percentage will go up because of that.
CP3 is also just like a winner. Whatever he does, he wins. So it's just going to benefit the team as a whole. And hopefully he can cool Draymond down a little bit, take some of those steps for him.
Hopefully, bro. I don't know if anyone can cool down Draymond over there.
They need Gobert on that team.
Bro, I feel like Gobert and Draymond would fight every single day. It would not be good.
They got to trade Klay and CP for Gobert.
Oh
They got to trade Stephen Curry for Jordan Poole. Then Draymond's team is like perfect chemistry.
Oh, man. They'd be in the ring every day, bro. Their practice would just be straight up in the ring. But, yeah, CP3 is obviously a winner. And I think this could, the West is so tight. Like, even the Lakers still have a chance to move up to 6th. I think this could be the boost that the Warriors need to potentially get up to 6 or maybe even the 5th seed before the playoffs start.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Chris Paul lover, what do you got to say?
This is amazing. You guys already mentioned all the argument I was going to mention. He's the point guard. He facilitates the ball. Great ball movement. Get Kuminga, get Moody, get those guys into the game. He wins wherever he goes. That has not changed. He will make the playoffs. Once again, I can guarantee you that. Whether it's winning in the play-in, then going into the playoffs, or just being in the playoffs straight in. They're making it. They're going to challenge whoever they face in the first round. But like Brian Windhorst said today, in the playoffs, go ahead, make your bracket. But every series is going to be based upon the matchup, right? Look at the Lakers last year. He mentioned this today. They went up against a Grizzlies team and a Warriors team that couldn't match their size. You look at the Warriors team now. What do they have as their strength? It's obviously speed, right? They love working the floor and they love shooting. If they can go up against, I would say, a Sacramento team in the first round, I say they win that series.
I mean, yeah, based off what I saw last year, I agree. Steph, they had absolutely no answer for Steph, and I don't think that enough in the offseason. And
then you obviously get rid of all the bad shots Jordan Poole took, right? You add the high IQ possibilities of Chris Paul.
You're saying you got rid of Jordan Poole, sure, but I feel like Klay Thompson replaced him in that bad shot selection now.
I say Klay Thompson has proven himself that he can play off the bench.
Yeah,
Klay
he had
Thompson
one good
didn't
game.
really shoot last year either, did he?
No, that's true.
And against Sacramento, I don't think he did. So, I mean, it's really the same. I think he's going to have more production off the bench than he did as a starter last year against Sacramento. And I think that's just going to overwhelm Sacramento. And you're going to have Steph Curry do the Steph Curry things he does. Chris Paul does whatever he wants. Andrew Wiggins is going to become that defensive anchor once again in the playoffs. And we're going to see them win.
That's fair. I'm never going to count out the Warriors. I mean, they got Steph. But the thing that's going to make or break it for me, for playoff success, is going to be Klay Thompson. He's going to need to step up.
Especially when Sac Town's got De'Aaron Fox. One of the greatest.
Okay, Fox didn't. I know Fox is your boy. I know Fox is your boy, but he didn't do nothing against Steph last year.
Oh, he did though. He did.
just
That was
had-
probably one of the best matchups of the playoffs.
Yeah, but did he win though?
He didn't win, but he did everything he could in his power. It wasn't like they couldn't stop him. He did everything he could. It's because the bonus couldn't man up and do the things in the paint that we expect him to do, which he's doing right now. He's doing crazy things right now.
I don't think that's going to change because we saw him against the Nuggets last night. 13 points against Nikola Jokic. He doesn't play well against top-tier players in the league.
Listen, De'Aaron Fox has playoff experience now. Now it's over. You can count,
Yeah,
like, this is my bet.
I mean,
Shaq OKC, Western Conference Finals.
Oh my gosh, get out of here with that.
who?
OKC has no experience. They're not making that far.
OKC's got the best player in the league right now.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
And then the best defender in the league right now. Right next to him.
Was it the Knicks who just went to Sacramento and beat them? Was that it? Where they had the comeback?
Was De'Aaron hurt? I know De'Aaron's been hurt for a little bit.
Let me see.
I know they had a team going to Sacramento and beat them, and then I saw this little meme where a player unplugged the beam and the beam went back down. So I thought that was pretty funny. I thought it was the Knicks though.
Hey.
Yeah.
Was it the Suns or Thunder?
It might have been Thunder.
Okay.
If it was Shea or Lou Dort, it's all right.
But I mean, there's only one thing left to talk about, and that's the King. That's your guys' GOAT. That is the greatest player in the league right now, the greatest player of our generation, LeBron James. I want the Lakers fan to tell us exactly what happened in that fourth quarter, because I know it's going to come best out of his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron did LeBron things. He took over. He turned into Miami Heat LeBron. That's what the way I look at it. He said, "All right, we can't lose this game. I know how important this is in standings. You know, we got to send the Clippers out right by losing and coming back by down 21." And he took matters into his own hands. As Gio said in the opening, hit 4 threes in a row, and then he hit that fifth one.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this might be for real. And then they just had no answer for him. He outscored them 19-16 in the entire fourth by himself. And then obviously D'Angelo Russell hit a few big shots. Rui Hachimura hit a few big shots.
Cam Reddish with that first big three.
Yeah, like all it took was defensive stops, as Darvin Ham said at halftime. All it takes is a few defensive stops for us to get our offense going. Once we see a few go in, obviously the confidence goes in and then goes up. And then obviously LeBron, as Gio said, he's my GOAT. It's just absolutely insane to see what he's doing.
And the one down there, he's been calling his GOAT for a long time.
At age 39, year 21, still doing this? Come on, man, that's insane. But I mean, like LeBron said in his press conference, it's just a superpower he feels when he shoots this, like when he's in that rhythm and he feels like every shot he shoots going in, the opposing teams better watch out, because if that's the LeBron the Lakers continue to get all season long, it's going to be very hard to beat them. Not at that, I'm not saying he'll play that efficiently, but if he gets if he plays half as well as he did that fourth quarter, it's going to be tough to beat.
LeBron is my GOAT. I need him to cut that corny stuff out.
No, you want to talk about corny? We can talk about Darvin Ham's quote after the game.
Listen. LeBron's like the greatest of all time, but because of his corny quotes, he might have to fall back under MJ. You feel me? Where he's like, this ain't the first time. He's talking about superpowers. He talked about it's playoff mode now, like the hourglass.
Hey, playoff mode is real.
True.
Playoff mode is real because we see it in playoff Jimmy and we see it in playoff LeBron. They take it up to another level.
Playoff Rondo.
Halfway through the season one time, and then still
but that's because it's not because he wants to, it's because he has to make his team push up the standings because they were low in the standings.
Just be like, he's not even the top 5 player because of his corniness.
You're crazy. You're crazy. But no,
Giannis,
I
Luka.
think he honestly is entering his playoff mode early again this year. He has after the All-Star break, he's been playing absolutely out of his mind, and I think it's because he knows he has to get wins for his team to move up the standings.
Just to lose to Sacramento.
You're crazy, bro. We're sweeping them. Get the broom out, bro.
Okay, so you gonna sweep y'all.
No, we'll sweep them.
Sacramento go beat y'all in 5.
Nope, we'll sweep them too.
Nah, bro, you wildin'.
Sacramento's too young, and OKC is too young too.
De'Aaron Fox might be just as good as LeBron.
Oh my gosh, bro.
And Shay's
All right, but what do you think of the performance though from LeBron in the fourth?
Very impressive. I just wonder why it didn't start sooner. I think that's the last one.
There was a lack of urgency and a lack of heart from the Lakers. Let's just put it that way.
That was the exact word I was looking for, urgency. It just looked lazy, slow, floppy.
No, keep going.
When he kicked it on, though, he really showed that he is LeBron James, the best player of all time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm happy we won, obviously, but it is frustrating that we played that poor for the first 3 quarters. It's like, so we can play with this effort and energy, so why don't we do it for a full 48 minutes? It would make your guys' life that much easier.
They could have been sitting that whole fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, now on back-to-back, I'm skeptical. I wouldn't want to play LeBron, given how much effort he had to put in that fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying. Rui's that guy.
Yeah, Rui, I love Rui. He better not be traded. Him and Reeves are untouchable in my eyes.
LeBron can go, though.
Oh, my gosh, bro. All right, Gio, before he says some other crazy stuff, take it from him.
So, you look at what's happening. I watched the game for the most part. I didn't watch the third quarter. I thought that was atrocious by the Lakers. Once again, another poor third quarter. Yeah. You look at LeBron James. When I was watching LeBron James, he was the only one bringing the energy in the first half. The only one. You look at the screens, you look at the picks and rolls that he was doing. He's wide open on the baseline. They're not passing it to him. He's waving his hands up and down in the first quarter, for crying out loud. They didn't pass him. He's moving. It's ridiculous that the inefficiency on offense, right, for the Lakers. You're in the NBA, for crying out loud. You have to look and find those reads, find those openings quicker.
Well, what it goes back to is coaching, and we have one of the worst coaches in the league.
It is, but when it's expected from, say, like an Austin Reeves, where we know his passing ability, we know his IQ level, it's amazing.
But it also bothers me that no Zubac. We were force feeding AD to start the game, which I love, but then we went away from it. Like, I don't understand.
Right, but at the same time, he was producing, but he wasn't really, because he wasn't getting the calls that he wanted. As you can see, in the first half, he wasn't getting any calls really, right?
I mean, the entire game. The entire game, the Lakers never got calls, especially LeBron and AD. LeBron has, I think, 3 free throws since the post All-Star game or something like that. 7 free throws and 3 post All-Star games.
Yeah, LeBron had 1 free throw last night, which I thought was insane, and he scored 34 points. So when that happens, I do believe that there's a little bit of a home cooking right there for the Clippers, possibly. But you look at what happened with the Lakers, I do think it's urgency. I do think it's effort. 100% it's effort, because you look at D'Angelo Russell, I think he needed to be more aggressive. I think that Austin Reeves, I think he's doing what he can at the stage of his career and his development. Rui Hachimura has to be more aggressive. Anthony Davis, 0 for 2 from 3-point, 8 for 15 from the field, 36 minutes, 20 points, 12 rebounds. I mean, yeah, that's good numbers, but you're supposed to be the top player in the game, and he wasn't. Right? LeBron James had 15 points entering the fourth quarter. He had, I believe, 6 or 5 assists entering in the fourth quarter. He ended with 34 points and 8 assists. I mean, he turned it up. Why can't you, AD? You're supposed to be a top 5 player in the league. You only got 20 points, 12 rebounds. I'm expecting 35 points, maybe 15 rebounds.
I think he took a back seat when LeBron started turning it on.
That's fine. And you got to do that when LeBron turns it on. Where is that the first 3 quarters? Like you said, they turned away from Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has to be more aggressive. He's not the type of player to yell at his teammates, but I want to see him do that because he has Russell Westbrook on him one possession and Reeves takes a three. Like, get Anthony Davis the ball. Yell at Austin Reeves to get him the ball.
You wave your hand, you get into the paint, and you go from there. I mean,
exactly, and that also goes to coaching. Like, Darvin Ham has to tell Austin, like, bro, that's not a smart shot. Anthony Davis has a mismatch. Get him the ball.
And I do agree with that, but I want to go to happy things right now, and that's LeBron James. You look at the standings right now, and it is playoff mode. They are the 9th seed in the West, 32-28. It is the closest you can possibly get between them and the 5th seed, I do believe, where it's 34-24 between the 5th seed, right?
Yeah, we're 2 games behind the 5th seed.
Right, yeah, 2 games. So that's insane to me. It's playoff mode for LeBron James. I want to apologize. I said he couldn't carry a team anymore. It looks like he still can. I mean, you're down, what was it, 20?
21.
21 in the entering the fourth quarter, and you put on that masterclass, you
Let's
can
just
carry
say
a
this.
team still. It's ridiculous. You're 21, 39 years old. You are the greatest basketball player to have the best career ever. You have the best basketball career to ever live. And I don't think anyone's going to touch this.
Hold on there, Gio. You think we weren't going to notice that?
Knows what?
You said he has the greatest basketball career ever, but then you say MJ's the GOAT. The math is not mathing, sir.
The math is not mathing, and let me explain why. He does have the greatest career ever. Going from year 1 to year 21, it is the greatest career.
Correct, yes.
But you look at the peaks of the career, and in my case, Michael Jordan from years 1990, if you want to say 1990 because they should have beat the Pistons, right? But let's be realistic. From years 1991 to 98, no one could beat Michael Jordan. No one on the face of the earth.
Dwayne Wade.
No.
Kobe Bryant.
No.
Kobe did beat him. What do you mean?
From 91 to 98, the brother went into the league at 96. What are you talking about?
I will always believe that Kobe Bryant could beat Michael Jordan.
Dwayne Wade too?
If you look at USA Kobe, I don't know anyone that can stop USA Kobe.
Nobody.
You look at his defense he played on Team USA. You look at his offense. I mean, there's no one that could stop Kobe Bryant then. But I'm saying Michael Jordan is still the greatest to ever do it because of from years 1991 to 98. It's just the eye test. To me, the eye test from there, I don't know if it's because of the talent-wise. I wish we could simulate with AI possibly. I don't know how we can do this where we see Michael Jordan face up against the competition and the talent we have today because I want to see what happens. But really, he was just on another level.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think we've went over this, but you said LeBron needs to win one more for you to put him over it. Is that correct?
I don't want to say that because I think if you look at statistics wise, he doesn't need another ring to be great.
Right. I mean, that's what I was going to say. Like, he's 40 away from 40,000 now. He could get that tonight if he wanted to.
Statistics wise, he's not. He's been to 10 NBA finals. Right? He's won 4 of them. He was the best player in the league for at least 10 years straight, won 4 MVPs, right? The only thing he doesn't have is a defensive player of the year.
Which, I mean, he should have had at least one.
Marc Gasol stole his. I mean, let's be honest. Should have had one. LeBron James has had the greatest career, like I said, out of anyone who has ever played the game. But for me, it's just, like I said, it's the eye test. I don't think Michael Jordan shied away from the big moments. I want to get rid of this where LeBron James, he didn't shy away from the moments, but he did when he went up against, Dirk in the, 2010, 2011 final, or 2011 finals, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
With the Miami Heat?
That's one finals though. Like other opportunities he had, he took the moment,
He
and he's
did.
continued to do it for 21 years.
I agree with that, but there's that one in the NBA Finals with a super team he should have won.
That's fair. I don't know, man. I think, obviously, as you guys know, I think he's the GOAT. But obviously, Michael Jordan is and always will be one of the best basketball players ever as well. Like it could honestly be 1A, 1B for the rest of our lives. Like that's the way I look at it.
Just wait till Shea's up there, though. Then it's going to be 1A, 1B, 1C.
I mean, he is averaging the same. I do believe Michael Jordan, 87 year right now.
You know who will be up there one day is Luka Doncic.
Shea will be above Luka, though.
Anthony Edwards. That's a name everybody's got to remember. Anthony
Victor
Edwards.
Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama will not be there.
He doesn't have the longevity. Like, all the big men, they're super dominant for time, but they don't ever have the longevity of, like, 15.
Yeah. I feel like Wembanyama will play more than 15, but not too much more.
Right.
I think his body, he's too big, bro. He's too tall.
Yeah, but he takes such good care of his body. That's why I think he'll play at least more than 15.
I don't know, bro. I think those knees going to catch up to him. Look at Dirk.
The only,
We'll see.
like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's the same build as Chet, but Chet doesn't take care of his body as well as Wemby does.
I don't know, bro. I think Chet's better than Wemby.
Nah. Wemby's rookie of the year, in my opinion.
Chet should be.
Chet's not a real rookie. Let's just put it out there.
Ben Simmons wasn't either. He still won it.
Yeah, obviously. We all know that. He's had 3 years and still won rookie of the year.
Donovan Mitchell should have been rookie of the year. Let's all be honest.
Should have been Dwayne
Yeah,
Wade.
100%.
But going back to probably the greatest rookie of the year in LeBron James.
Should have been Dwayne Wade.
Oh, my God.
I mean, if we're going to be honest, whoever it should have been in 2003, Carmelo Anthony had a better year than LeBron James, and they did not give it to Carmelo Anthony.
Should have been Dwayne Wade. He was so much better.
It's the narrative. I'm not saying LeBron didn't deserve it. Carmelo deserved it a little bit more.
Yeah, I can agree with that, especially given the circumstances they were in.
But yeah, you know.
Can he withstand this level of play, though? That's my concern.
LeBron?
Yeah.
We've been asking that for 21 years, and he still has.
But can he do it? We have seen him slow down. We were talking about this earlier in the season. He's averaging 24 points a game. That is 6 points less than last year.
I think he picks and chooses more now. He's more strategic about when he has to turn it on, given that he can't do it for a full season anymore.
But why don't you turn it on to sustain at least the 6th seed?
Because then if he gets to the playoffs as a 6th seed, he'll already be gassed. He won't have the energy to make it far with the team.
So would you rather go into an elimination round, possibly losing that 1 game or 2 games?
I mean, no, but I wouldn't put it all on LeBron. I would put it on his teammates. As you said, D'Angelo Russell has to be more aggressive, and he has been lately, which is good.
Right.
Rui has to be more aggressive. Anthony Davis has to be more consistent, and the list goes on.
Yeah, where's this trade deadline, D'Angelo Russell? I mean, if we can put him on the trading block every single game, I guarantee he's going to be averaging 25.
Ever since the trade deadline, yeah, he hasn't been as great as he was during the trade deadline, but he's been very efficient ever since the trade deadline.
Right,
so
yeah.
We need to start. If he's still a Laker next year, we need to start those rumors every year. But keep going with your assessment on LeBron, Gio.
Oh, right. Yeah, so he had, 19 points, right, in the 4th quarter. You saw him go into another level, which I haven't seen. This is why I asked myself, can he carry a team like he did?
I mean,
the reason is yes,
time
because I haven't seen this guy in 3 or 4 years.
It was the largest comeback of LeBron James' career in year 21, and NBA teams were 866, 0-866 when being down by 19 plus entering the 4th. until
Yeah.
LeBron James happened.
Yeah, and you look at what he did. I mean, that is 2018 LeBron, right? At its pure best. Offensively, I agree. Defensively, not so much. I would have to give all the credit to Taurean Prince with the amount of steals he had in the fourth quarter. In transition, the takeaway plays he had.
I think the credit also goes to Cam Reddish too, though.
And Cam Reddish, yes, those two guys locked down on defense, and that's why you guys got them, is because they're 3-and-D guys. And yeah, they couldn't really hit last night, but man, were they playing defense in the fourth quarter.
For sure. And obviously Anthony Davis did his thing defensively as well earlier in the game, not so much in the fourth, but earlier in the game.
For sure.
But we did see a glimpse of that 2018 defensive LeBron with that chase down block on Amir Coffey where he just tracked down his steps.
Ooh, man.
Like I never really noticed how much he actually slows down and is like, oh shoot, I gotta take a step now.
He baits you into thinking you're by yourself. Every single time I've seen that, you see LeBron James right behind, and then he waits. He's like a lion. He baits you into thinking you're all by yourself, and then he pounces on you, and it's crazy to see just the timing, the thought process. It really is interesting to watch it in slow motion as you see it happen.
Yeah, I liked how ESPN showed it in slow motion. Like he was taking one step and then wait another step.
Right.
Like he just times it perfectly, and it's just a masterpiece to watch. But obviously, LeBron James, I believe, has a player option this year. He reportedly wants 3-year, 9-figure deal. I also agree the Lakers should oblige. I mean, if LeBron James leaves, the Lakers would not be where they are right now. Honestly, they might be even out of the playoff picture. I do think Anthony Davis could keep him afloat, but not to the point where they are right now. So what is your thoughts on it, Saya?
They have to sign LeBron. They have to give him
100%.
as much money as he wants.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's LeBron James. He's the greatest of all time. He deserves the money. The only thing I will say is that if they are actively considering a superstar like they have been, or like they have reportedly been for the offseason, is will LeBron take a team-friendly deal? That remains to be seen.
He just shouldn't.
Because, like, could they get a Donovan Mitchell or a Trae Young with LeBron's deal if they gave him that?
They have to stop with the superstar stuff, bro.
I mean, I agree, but I don't think it will ever stop as long as Pelicans GM.
In Lala, it's you're Los Angeles. It's always going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't like the three superstar team either. But I will say Donovan Mitchell is intriguing.
Y'all already tried that with Russ.
Donovan Mitchell is not Russell Westbrook. Donovan Mitchell can actually shoot.
Russ is better.
Donovan Mitchell can shoot better. That's the only thing we need is shooters around LeBron James.
He's younger. He's a better dunker. He's a better passer.
He's a better finisher. He's a better passer. At this point in time, yeah, in the past, Russ was better. At this point in time, Mitchell's better.
Yeah, but you were expecting when Russ came to LA, it was still a very good Russell Westbrook. LA ruined him.
It was not a very good Russell. It was not a very good Russell Westbrook. It was the worst Russell Westbrook I've ever seen. And it started on Washington. He wasn't that great on Washington either.
He was a dog in Washington. LA ruined Russ.
No.
I don't think you can say anything about a 3-star team, Nick, and complain about it ever.
Bro, I'm sorry, but I think I'm not saying that we're going to get Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young, but honestly, Trae Young he's a second figure for me. I don't want him because of his defense. He's a cone on defense, just like D'Angelo Russell will just be trading cone for cone. So I don't want that. But if we could find a way to get Donovan Mitchell, I think it would very much help us.
For sure.
Miami did it well though because they had humble players around LeBron.
They did not have humble play. They had Ray Allen coming off of a championship.
Anthony Davis is probably the most humble guy I've ever met. Well, not that I met him, but I've ever seen.
He's soft. He's not humble. He's soft.
You know who's humble? You know who is humble?
Is soft averaging 25, 12, and 3? Is that soft? because that's what he's doing this year.
Last year when he couldn't play in the playoffs. He played like a roller coaster, up, down, up, down.
I mean, yeah, but we still got to the Western Conference Finals. That's all that matters to me.
He should have beat Jokic. How do you?
Nah, we weren't gonna beat Jokic.
Oh, you
I
should
knew that
have.
from the
You know
start.
why? Because Anthony Davis is soft.
You
Jokic
cannot
can't play
beat
no defense.
you cannot beat Nikola Jokic when he's hitting circus shots like that along with Jamal Murray.
Sure, hit circus shots. You know what else you should do? Go inside. Beat down Jokic.
I mean, yeah, he should have, but that's in the past. I think Anthony Davis learned from that, and I think he'll play better this playoffs.
It's different. It's a different season.
I think he'll play better this playoffs. I really do.
Yeah, it's different.
And hey, he's only missed 2 games. Y'all call him street codes. He's only missed 2 games. Knock on wood.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's just mentally soft. He's a soft player.
Like
he's better than Bam.
I think he's
whoa.
Bam's a dog, bro.
Nah, he's better than Bam. I'm sorry. I've already stated this, but he is.
He's way softer than Bam, though.
I won't disagree with that, but he's more talented than Bam.
Yeah, 100%. But we're talking about the inner dog.
Bam's a dog.
I mean, yeah, Anthony Davis has never had that dog, and I don't think he ever will.
2020 against
2020, yes, he
Nikola
did have
Jokic
that.
once again. Beat him down.
That's before Jokic. I feel like that was a long time before Jokic came on the map as the best player in the league, though.
I mean, he was doing the exact same stuff practically with that year too.
True. I mean, yeah, if Anthony Davis could go back to 2020 AD, it would drastically help the Lakers.
Where is that? Where is that?
I feel like his confidence went down because I don't know what happened to his 3.
Because of Russ.
But,
it's because of Russ.
I mean, yeah, Russ ruined Lakers. We already know that. But
LA ruined Russ. Russ was
No. We were fine. We were fine until we got Russell Westbrook. Russ ruined the Lakers, and I stand by that. I stand by that. But
if you,
yeah, no, I don't know what. I think his confidence just went down because he's not hitting threes at the clip he was in 2020.
I agree. But if you move forward, contending teams, I'm not going to say the Clippers. Y'all just went 3-1 against them. I guarantee you guys go 4-2. You guys go 4-2. It's a 6-game series. Okay. Get rid of them into the equation. Sacramento.
Yeah.
Can you guys beat them?
Yes. Anthony Davis has dominated against the bonus countless times.
The Nuggets.
Nah, I'm not ready to say we can beat them yet.
And then I have a young squad. They are currently the number 2 seed.
Nah, we'll beat the Thunder. Not worried.
No, you are not beating that Thunder team.
Yes, we absolutely are. Chet cannot handle AD, and Anthony Davis will go at him every single time. And then LeBron will go at him and break his foot again.
Whoa. Don't be trying to put out hurtful words like that.
I'm not, but
you got Jalen Williams, you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on another level because his girl broke up with him. He's on another level now.
I love the Thunder, and they have potential to go far. But if they run into the Lakers, I don't think they beat us.
Shai is focused on the court now.
Yeah, but he has never been in the playoffs. He won't have the experience. It'll be similar to SAC last year, I believe.
My boy Chet is dogging on Anthony Davis.
No, he is not.
He's shooting.
Chet's not moving AD.
He doesn't need.
I'm living with Chet shooting. I'm living with Chet shooting over anybody.
He'll go 4 for 4. He'll go 4 for 4.
Okay, that's still not enough to win the series.
It's okay. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's going to put up, MVP-like numbers like he has been.
Nah.
Lou Dort's going to be playing Defensive Player of the Year.
No.
You know that picture of Cat on DeMarcus Cousins?
That, bro.
Don't tell me.
That's going to be... No, that's going to be Chet trying to move AD. That's what that's going to be.
AD's softer than that, bro.
No, he is not. Get out of here with that. No, he is not.
You have the 2 Jalen Williams.
Cat is the softest player in the league, no doubt.
It might be AD, bro.
No. You can't say that. He's actually been playing through injuries this year. In the past, you could say it, but this year you can't.
You have the...
What?
He's just soft on the court.
No. Go ahead, say it. Or Gio.
Yeah. I will go ahead because you have the newly acquired Gordon Hayward.
Not worried about him. Washed.
Whoa. He just
He's
needs
washed.
to find his foot. He's
No, he's
not
washed. He's been
He was
washed.
He was productive in Charlotte. He just needs to find his footing in OKC with his young squad. He is playoff ready.
The only reason he was productive in Charlotte is because he was the only good player on that team when LaMelo Ball was hurt. That's all. That's it.
You have Chet. You have Shea. You have the Williams. You have
Yeah,
Lou Dort.
no, I'm not discrediting the talent. They have insane talent.
Yeah.
To me, in playoffs, it boils down to one thing, and that is experience. The
Sure.
Lakers have more experience, and I think that would push them over the top. I'm not saying we'd dominate them, but I think we'd win the series in at least 6.
How can you say that though when your team has played so poorly? When that team has played so well together, but your team has played so poorly, especially in the first 3 quarters, you needed a master class from the oldest player in the league to go ahead and be just barely skim by against the Clippers without a Paul George. We didn't mention that.
I mean, yeah, but as long as you have Anthony Davis and LeBron James in the playoffs, especially LeBron James, as we've seen majority of time, especially last year, I think we have a chance to beat anybody.
You do have a chance to beat anybody. But when you could barely skim by against the Clippers, it doesn't give me hope.
Well, y'all see, I'm just saying, everyone counted us out last year. We made the Western Conference Finals. Same thing happened this year. Same thing's gonna happen. We're making a run.
I'm glad. I'm really glad for you. But what do you guys say over in La La?
Yeah, I know it's championship or bust, but that's not going to happen this year. That's not going to happen this year. I've come to that conclusion. We're not winning with this team. I just want to make it past the first round. I'll be happy.
Okay, so who do you have going? Who do you have winning the whole thing?
OKC, Miami.
No.
In the West. I know we.
The West
the
is
Celtics
the West.
Ahead, but
honestly, this would be the best year for the Lakers to pull out a title, given how like wide open the West is. I think there's no favorite in the West.
OKC.
They're not a favorite. No.
They got the player in the league.
No, they're too young. That's the thing that comes down to it.
Oh, just wait for shit to get in his bag, bro.
Why?
Bro, you said this about the Kings last year, and look what happened. First round exit. Same thing's gonna happen.
I'm just saying. I am just saying this. Don't go crazy on me, Jake.
I don't think honestly, you did you just say I don't know if the Celtics they're the favorites to make the finals, but they're the favorites to make the finals. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make the finals.
I wouldn't be either with the way the Cavs been playing the last 20 games. My goodness.
Not the Cavs.
Crazy. Thank you, Max Drews. Thank you, my brother.
If the Bucks get clicking
5 threes in the fourth.
and the Heat get clicking, you never know.
I mean, yeah, you do have the Heat. They're the Heat. They're the bad boys in the East. All right.
I feel like if Dame gets clicking in Milwaukee too, you never know.
Dame time in Milwaukee.
Go ahead. I'll go ahead, Gio.
But why? I'm saying to start this off. Why can't the Clippers with a healthy squad reach it? I mean, this is the best we have seen the Clippers play as a unit with a whole, Paul George and Kawhi run.
2 reasons.
Okay.
James Harden falls apart in the playoffs, as shown.
Okay. Sure. But you have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Paul George also disappears in the playoffs, as shown. Yes, last year he didn't.
Healthy.
He's not healthy this year anymore. Look, he's getting hurt at the worst time.
But it's not like a season-ending injury, like it was like a rotator cuff. It wasn't like a hand thing.
Yeah, but I don't believe his knee will be 100% for the rest of the year. He's just going to have to find a way to play through it.
I think they're going to be okay. I say the Clippers will make a run. I don't see why they can't. I don't see why the Nuggets. Those 2 teams are my 2 clear favorites right now.
Yeah, I can agree with the Nuggets. I'll never believe in the Clippers. I'll never believe in the Clippers until they prove to me why. They're like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. They always choke when it matters.
Wow.
And you got OKC in there. OKC.
I'm not worried about OKC. They're second round at best, in my opinion.
They might win it all this year if they don't have to run into Miami. They got
the Saya curse now. They got to overcome the Saya curse now. See, look what you did, Saya.
Yeah, look what you did.
Bro, you've been saying for I think 4 years Heat will win the championship.
No, he's been saying his whole life. He came out of the womb saying Miami Heat winning.
So and then last year, the Kings are going to win the championship, and then this year, the Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl. Every time you say something about a team, you're like Chuck, bro. Every time it does not happen. You're like Chuck guarantees.
And they're contenders too. It's not like a random team. They are mostly contenders.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Miami made it to the finals though.
Yeah, but they still lose.
Who they lose to?
Listen, sometimes
I wish I had my Nuggets jersey on, but yeah, we're listening.
Yeah, we're listening, sir.
Listen. There is no curse. Okay, see, Shay's gonna get in his bag, in his
Okay. All right.
We already know he's gonna be a smoke show. We're not gonna see Shay play playoffs.
5 months from now, we will revisit this, and we will say the Knicks say a curse is real.
What about when they in the finals?
It won't happen. I promise
you. You should say that the Lakers and the Cavs are gonna win the final or go to the finals. Then you'll actually have OKC and the Miami Heat, and Miami Heat will win.
Miami's gonna win.
Don't say the Lakers, but
there it goes.
Miami's gonna win.
I'm trying to help you out here. Pick someone else.
No, you're cursed, man. You're cursed.
There's no curse, bro.
You're cursed. All right, Gio. Obviously, you think LeBron should sign that 3-year deal, correct? Or the Lakers should sign him to it?
No, I don't think they should sign him to a. I looked at the numbers, and it's around $33 million per year, right around. If we made $100 million, or no, what? Yeah, is it 100? Yeah, it's $100 million over 3 years. It's $33 million a year, right? That's around what he's averaging, right now, in his career.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he deserves that. I mean, if you really want to win a championship, take that sacrifice. Why do you need more money? You are already possibly a billionaire, almost.
I don't think LeBron will ever. I don't think he'll ever be the type of player to. Yeah, but I don't think he'll ever be the type of player to take a contract pay cut.
Why doesn't he do a $25 million? Why do you need that extra $8 million that you could be signing somebody else?
If he don't take that big bag, then he's cutting an organization's costs on his revenue.
Honestly, I think from LeBron's standpoint, it's the right move because he knows that this
LeBron's, yeah.
This is the bulk of his income. He needs to make this money, and he knows he has so many years left that he has to sign this contract right now.
But you told me would I sign LeBron James to this contract now? I said no. Because as a team perspective, I wouldn't do it. As LeBron James, yeah, you need that money. You only have so much time left. Let me try to, help my kids out and future generations as much as I can right now.
Okay, but you're Pelinka, and you look at where you were before LeBron and where you are now with LeBron. You cannot let him go without at least you have to. So, what's the ground between the two?
I want to make a negotiation. How about this? Let's go after somebody first. Yes,
which I think they will. I think they will.
If we can get a high caliber player, LeBron James, I am sorry, Mr. LeBron James, but we cannot sign that contract with you because we have this high caliber player.
Well, that's what I think.
Get it?
That's what I think the Lakers.
Give it to him.
Yeah, I think that's what the Lakers' plan was all along regarding this. Is that they know they're going after a third star, but given their track record going after stars, they might not. It might strike out, and then they'll give LeBron the contract. I don't think they were going to do it right away. I think they were going to wait and see if they could get a player.
That's exactly would be the smartest move for the Lakers.
So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be very interesting to see. And if he does sign this 3-year deal, I think that puts him at 42, 43 years old at the end of the deal, given he plays the whole thing.
Right.
Which will be absolutely insane. I think he'll be the oldest basketball player to ever play.
Yeah, I think Vince was 41, and I think he was the oldest, possibly.
Yeah, I think you're right. So it'd be absolutely insane. It's like Braun is turning into the Brady of the NBA.
Yeah.
Like everyone is sick of him, but you gotta appreciate greatness when you can, because when he's gone, you're gonna regret hating on him.
I'm not sick of him. I'm sick of the comparisons. Let me say that because I
What do
want
you
people
mean?
to appreciate LeBron James as a unique player, not compared to anybody. He's been compared to people his entire career.
But
He had the expectations his entire career.
who's he being compared to now? I don't think you see him being compared to anybody.
There's always that comparison of Michael Jordan. Then there's the
I think
comparisons of who's the GOAT to the GOAT. Or
that'll
who's the
always
GOAT of
be
the
there
GOATs.
though. That'll always be there because of the success LeBron had.
I mean, I think these guys have to be compared to only themselves and only their successes. I don't want to hear Michael Jordan, LeBron James. They are two completely different players.
Yeah, but
And
in the
two
world of
different
sports, that's always going to happen, unfortunately.
Who started that? I mean, to be honest, yeah. I really want to know who. It has to be like First Take or somebody like that. An argumentative, TV show where they had to, oh, what are we going to talk about today? Oh, let's talk about LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Like, honestly.
My guess honestly would be Stephen A.
But then again, you do have the barber talk. Bill
Yeah.
Russell. Bill Russell's going to beat Kareem. Bill Russell could beat Michael Jordan. I mean, it goes on and on years prior to that. But honestly, to make it so mainstream where everyone's talking about it every single day, when you're playing basketball on the court, off the court, you're listening to LeBron James versus Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, it is always going to be present.
I mean, I really just want, thanks, LeBron. Wow. This is greatness. I can't believe I just witnessed that fourth quarter. That's amazing.
That's never going to happen, though, because there's always going to be haters. Like Kobe had haters. Braun has haters. D-Wade had haters. The greats will always have haters.
But now no one hates Kobe because, unfortunately, he passed.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. During playing days, they're going to hate. But when they leave, they'll be like, oh, shoot.
But why couldn't Kobe have been an example and a lesson to everybody that you should just appreciate greatness when they're still here?
Oh, because he was a bad teammate. They find ways to hate.
It's because people get sick of them seeing them win. It's like Mahomes. Everyone hates Mahomes now because he's good.
But you don't have to root. You can root against them, but don't hate them.
Yeah, but it's like me with Brady. I hated Brady. He tore up my Dolphins every year.
Yeah.
I still got to witness greatness and like appreciate it, but I hated him. Once he retired, that's when I could be like, he was actually a great player.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you hated him for dirty plays or whatever the case may be, like Avonte's perfect, right? Dirty plays upon dirty plays. I mean, people hate him because of that. People hate Brady because of his greatness.
Yeah, it's the same with LeBron.
I don't know. I think people should just appreciate it.
You can appreciate him hate at the same time.
Can you now?
That's what I did with Brady.
Okay.
You just gotta wait till they retire for someone to admit, yeah, that was a great player. Now that he's done dogging on my team.
All right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do we have anything else on our agenda? Is he here with us? Is he gone?
Yo, what you got going on, bro?
Oh, we got technical difficulties here. Let's just sit here. Is he gone?
I'm still... But yeah, OKC plays tonight.
Yes, you do. Oh, yeah.
Shay's about to drop 45.
We hear you over there. Get back.
My fault, bro. I had technical difficulties. What was going on?
We were dogging the Lakers once again.
I'm sure you were. You guys are always going to hate. But as I was saying before that, the fans will always find ways to hate on great players.
Yes. Yeah. Nick Saya helped me in understanding with your technical difficulties that it's okay.
Oh, you did say it? What'd you say?
I said you can hate and appreciate at the same time.
Yeah, and he
Once,
discussed it.
once you're done dogging on your team, then you can be like, that was a great play.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, I don't think people do that enough. Like they just continue to hate.
Well, those people are ignorant.
Yeah,
I would
that's
agree.
true. And there are, unfortunately, a lot of ignorant people in today's world, especially in sports.
Yep.
But before we wrap up, there was breaking news that I wanted to talk about from Adam Schefter 39 minutes ago.
What?
Yeah, I got notifications, man. I got my sources. But the Vikings did inform Alexander Madison that they are releasing him. Obviously, him and the running back one role did not pan out the way they expected. I think he only had 700 rushing yards. So, what are your guys' thoughts on that news? Is it the right move for the Vikings, or was it the wrong move?
I think their running game is just weak without Dalvin anyways. That doesn't really matter.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, I think they should have kept Delvin when they had the chance, because the fact that they thought Madison was it's similar to Zeke and Pollard in Dallas. Like they thought Madison could be that number one guy, but that's too much weight on their shoulders too soon, and they didn't realize that.
I think they're going to try to go get one of these top running backs in the free agency.
I could see that, but does that affect them keeping Kirk is the question. Because Jefferson wants to keep Kirk to stay in Minnesota.
Right, and he's a free agent as well, isn't he? Is he not?
Not yet. I think next year. He's just up for he's up for a contract extension right now.
Okay, and I guarantee you he will force his way out if they do not re-sign Kirk, and they do not have a running game. Because if you don't have those two guys, a running game and Kirk Cousins, you're going nowhere. And why do you want to stay in cold Minneapolis when you can be somewhere like a Miami or Los Angeles or San Francisco?
I mean, I've seen people say Jefferson, Kansas City. If that happens, I gotta stop watching football, man.
If he goes to Kansas City, I'm done. There's no way you're beating Kansas City for the next 5 years. At least 5 years.
Why would he want to downgrade at the quarterback position?
Oh my god!
What are you talking about? He's the third. So I made a decision. I think he's the fourth greatest quarterback of our game.
Tua?
No.
Oh, Patty?
Mahomes. Yeah.
Crazy.
What do you mean crazy?
Up there.
You have Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom, of course. Who else?
Joe Montana.
Okay.
Steve Young.
No.
Donovan McNabb.
No.
Michael Vick.
No.
I love all the names you're pulling out right now. Come on, keep going.
Cam Lewis.
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow in college.
Oh, you cannot beat Tim Tebow in Florida.
You know who? Johnny Manziel in college.
Johnny Football in college.
Texas A&M.
No.
I really did have Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw. Those are my top three.
Okay. I can see that. But yeah, I think this is the right move for the Vikings, though, going back to Madison, because as I said, he didn't pan out the way they thought. This is a running back heavy draft class and a running back heavy free agent class. Best to move on now and go find a running back that can help you win games.
I agree.
Any closing thoughts over there, Saya?
Prioritize Kirk up. Make sure he comes back. And then try to get a running back for cheap. Like if Saquon, like an injury-prone Saquon has time that you could get.
Yeah, I could see that. I agree. But I just don't think Saquon will ever take a cheap contract like that.
And go get I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, this running back class is so heavy that they can get anybody.
Yeah.
Better than Madison.
Even Pollard. Like,
yeah.
go get
Yeah. I don't know how much money Pollard would ask for it, but I feel like 3 years, $30 million, that should get it done.
For
Any closing thoughts over there, Gio?
About that, no, we have stated how the running back situation is changing and the landscape is changing in the league, and it is a heavy, running back class. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's just ask this question before we wrap up. You guys think LeBron gets 40 tonight if he does play against the Wizards, or will he wait 2 more games?
he's gonna wait. He's gotta make it
Think so?
national. He's gotta make it national on those.
Oh, I could definitely see that now that I think about it. I think he'll get around 25, 28 tonight, and then next game, Saturday night, against the Nuggets, he's gonna get it done.
Bugging. I think he drops 34. So then people know, oh, this is gonna be the game. He gets it. So everyone's gonna tune in.
Well, I say 25 to 28 because of what he did last night. He's gonna take his seat back, I feel like, tonight, if he does play.
I don't know, bro. I think he drops 30 just to like solidify next game. This is the milestone.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be crazy no matter what. I just hope they don't stop the game like they did against the Thunder.
My boy Shake dogged on y'all in that game too.
I mean, they shouldn't stop it because he already beat it. He's only beating himself at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll acknowledge it, but they won't stop the game.
Right, which is, I still don't think they should have stopped it against the Thunder, but that was, I guess, just because he became leading scorer. But I mean, there's 6 seconds left in the quarter at that point. Just let it go.
Right.
Like, do it in between the quarter too, not in the middle. Like we had like 2 halftimes that game.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, they're just gonna let LeBron dap up his teammates, hug his family and stuff. They're like, oh, here's a mic. I was like, huh?
Here's a mic. Here's Kareem having a death grip on the ball that you shot with, like not wanting to get rid of his record, like over his record.
It was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was, but it's insane that LeBron is that close to 40,000. I do agree. I think it'll take him 2 more games.
For sure.
Got a segment over there, Gio?
Yeah. Recently announced, Adidas is releasing a special edition of its retro SL72 running sneaker in collaboration with the Bob Marley Estate. It's a beautiful looking sneaker with a great, Bob Marley touches around it. This is coming out this summer and highly anticipated sneaker coming out. So, be on the lookout for those. And, I'm glad that Bob Marley's, obviously being recognized with his new, movie coming out, biopic, right? And then you also have the sneakers coming out. So it's great to see him in the forefront of the media once again.
Yeah, for sure. Very cool gesture by the producers who dropped that sneaker. But in the video game world, some unfortunate news for Star Wars fans. The new Star Wars game that was planned to release is actually canceled. EA now plans to cut more than 650 jobs.
Wow.
Not 100% sure why that is happening, but very unfortunate. And hopefully EA can get these jobs back up and running with new people, and they'll be able to drop the Star Wars game eventually in the future.
But yeah, in the music world, shout out Meek Millie. He dropped an album / EP called Heathenism. I'm a big Meek Mill's guy, so it's good to see him drop again.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all in the next one.
Yep. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, drop a like on this one. It was a good one. If you disagree or agree with us, let us know in the comments. You feel me? We like to read them type stuff. Most importantly, make sure to Gio.
Hey guys, like 3 wise men once said, subscribe. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.